So, hello everybody. This is American Seagull Predictions, and I'm back with a new video. This is gonna be why Ohio probably won't be a blue state or a swing state at all in the future. I mean, Trump's shifts are just too much for Dems to even get close, and it's probably gonna keep decaying. It's probably like the Virginia or Colorado for the Democrats. Like we'll start off in 2012. Mitt Romney did awful. He couldn't even get solid margins in the more West Virginia part of Ohio. Like, I think he won Pike County by like 1 vote. And like a lot of these southern counties he couldn't even, like Hocking County, Mitt Romney only won this county by 1 point against Obama in 2012. Barely improving on McCain. And then Trump came by and just destroyed the Democrats and kept improving. So anyway, let's go into 2016. In 2016, Trump flipped all these counties that probably, some of them haven't even voted Republican in like decades, actually. Like, I mean, Sandusky County is a swing county. Trump ended up killing Hillary in Sandusky. Now, that county is basically a Republican stronghold now. Same with Clinton County. Trump also got 60% of the vote there. Ashtabula. Reagan actually got pretty competitive with Mondale there. Reagan still narrowly won, but Trump also got 60% of the vote. Stark County. Trump got unbelievable margins, like margins that Ronald Reagan would get in Stark County. Home to Canton. That was probably the biggest county that. No, actually Montgomery was, but we'll get. But Biden flipped in 2020. But let's keep going. Trump also flipped Trumbull, which surprisingly hasn't even voted Republican since Richard Nixon in his huge landslide against George McGovern. Also, he's flipped Wood County, home to, I guess, Bowling Green. There's a Bowling Green, Kentucky, but there's also Bowling Green, Ohio. There's a university there. That's why it's not as Republican as a lot of the other rural counties in Ohio. It's kind of like a suburb of Toledo, if you call it that. Also, Trump flipped Erie County, home to Sandusky. That's home to Cedar Point. Big amusement park there. The biggest one in Ohio, I think. Trump also flipped Portage County. I mean, a lot of these counties haven't even voted Republican in years. And Trump really showed that. In 2020, Trump was able to do more decay for the Democrats, flipping Lorain and Mahoning County. The first time a Republican won Mahoning since Richard Nixon. Another groundbreaking one. And the first time a Republican won the Cleveland suburb of Lorain. The last time a Republican was Ronald Reagan. So both very groundbreaking news for Trump and the Republicans. Yeah, Ohio isn't coming back for the Democrats like Virginia is coming back for the Republicans. Most of the Republicans can really find a way to appeal to the college-educated, but that probably means that Ohio could swing back to the Democrats. I don't really think we want that back. But again, demographics always change, so again, who really knows about the future? I mean, Ohio could be a solid Dem state in 20 years, and then Virginia and Georgia could end up being red in like 20 years as well. That's probably not going to happen, but again, if they start killing if they start making sure Democrats bleed in the Atlanta suburbs, like taking black votes, the Republicans would never lose Georgia. But that's probably not going to happen for a while, or maybe not at all. I don't know. But anyway, let's just keep going here. I expect in 2024, if it's Ron DeSantis or Trump again, I expect them to flip back Montgomery County. Biden winning it in 2020 is kind of a fluke in my opinion. It's mostly white working class. I mean, I guess there are some suburban Karens there, but That's not going to happen as much as Democrats are leaving Montgomery County. I think this is probably the last time Montgomery will probably vote Democrat. I just don't see that county keep voting Democrat. I mean, demographics don't really look good for Democrats in the future there. And Republican, I think Mike DeWine won in 2018. Got a little bad. Also, I think actually in 2020 at the U.S. House race, I think the Republican also won Montgomery County. So it's not really looking too bright for Democrats there in that county. So here's probably what it'll look like in 25 years, what it'll look like. Republicans, I think, will probably flip back Lucas County in 25 years. I mean, Trump became the first Republican in, since George H.W. Bush to get 40% of the vote in Lucas County. So that's pretty groundbreaking, and I do think it'll keep trending this way. People say that suburbs are trending Dem. Well, I think Toledo suburbs could be trending red, as long as the inner city. I just don't see Democrats winning that in 25 years. Same with Summit County. It'll probably be the next Stark County, probably, but it just doesn't have. But I still think a lot of the diversity hasn't left the city yet. And Cuyahoga will probably flip in 50 years. I might still be alive to see a red Cuyahoga, but they're gonna have to wait for a ton of black people to leave there, or maybe just blacks maybe starting to vote Republican more. But Anthos County, I just see because it's a college city, but I don't really know. Maybe it will flip red. I really don't know. I'm not really good at Anthos. I can't really pronounce some of these names of these counties. Yeah, but how I do see Democrats flipping Delaware. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's always been a Republican. It's like a Hamilton County. Delaware County is more college educated, and and I mean, probably in Republicans will still probably win no matter what in 2024. Maybe when if Biden looks really good or Kamala, maybe they'll flip it, but again, that's not really a guarantee. I mean, the county's just growing. There's going to be white suburban Karens or white suburban idiots who don't really like the working class move to this county. I don't really think Delaware County was really white working class, like the more northern part, which is all very hardworking and really cares. Hamilton County, I don't really see that going anywhere. Republicans, I still think will probably hold in the 40% level in Hamilton County, and maybe can improve a little bit in Franklin, but again, that county isn't going anywhere either. Oh, unless something crazy happens. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is why I don't see Ohio going anywhere soon, and I don't see it going down anytime soon. So thanks again for watching. American Seagull.